So now let's go for the real deal. Let's go for the basics for the first stage overall, which is the wilderness. And the timer for speedrunning, timer starts when you choose your character. So as soon as we start, we pick our character here. No matter which character we get, the timer starts. There is a first dialogue here. You can mash the button if you want. It's but just don't mash with the magic button. You can accidentally cast your magic and then like resetting all over again. But let's go. So I'm going to use a lot of visual cues here because it's pretty helpful for me and for those who are learning the game. So you see this stone right here? This is our first visual cue. So what we want to do here is dashing towards this line here where the stone stands, and then as soon as we pass a little bit, we're going to do a down step. So here it is, dash attack, and then don't go too forward, like just stop a little bit and you'll be fine. And then you wait a little bit and then you just do the other down step on the enemy again. You want to enjoy the most the vulnerability window the enemy has when they spawn, and they spawn in fixed positions, so it's pretty basic. Once you practice, you know where every enemy lands. And here, when the first wave dies, you just do the back attack combo right here, and just go down a little bit, and then you'll be pretty fine. And here I count the Tyris step until 4, and then I stop because there'll be this thief here, this thief. I don't know how it's pronounced. I'm sorry, but uh, let's let's say right away that this enemy here is the RNG. It's the most RNG factor in the game because it works especially on the camps, but at later stages it also involves some RNG. So on the first movement, they are pretty standard. They will move exactly where it stands. But on the second move forward, he can move everywhere. So what we want to do here, and if you kill it on screen, they will usually run towards the left side of the screen. So what we want to do here is trying to killing it off the screen, because if you kill it off the screen, he won't run all the way to the left. So since the game considers that he's off the screen, so what we just do here is to normal attacks, and then I grab the first magic pot in the game. Until stage 2 begins, what we want to finish after the camp, you want to finish the stage with a level 2 magic, because there are more 2 magic pots we want to gather on stage 2. So here, you see that the game freezes, and when the game freezes, you see that there's like a gap between this part here, this corner here. You want to stand right there and then face to the left and do a back attack. So, and as soon as you do that, and if you hit successfully the mounted Amazon, you do down step and you'll be pretty fine, and you'll kill both of them at the same time. Just a little note to everyone: mounted enemies has have more health than unmounted enemies. So, independent of which character it is, if it's mounted, it will have more health than an unmounted one. You're gonna see that later on the stage itself, because there's the perfect visualization about the mounted health against the mounted unmounted health. But this Amazon, look, the Amazon here usually is killed with a down stab, but since she's mounted, we need to do a back attack to get it off and like lock the chicken leg in the inside the wall, which will uh, how can I say, it'll bait the Henniger. It's one of the ways to do the perfect down stab. And then as soon as they get united, you kill them both with a down stab, and then you'll be pretty fine. So here, and then uh, I don't know if you're gonna see that, but I consider this dark stuff here as like a hole, and I count them until 7. So there's 4 of them showing up. On the fifth one, I stay right on it and just stop. And when the 7th, oh, I think I was a little late here. So once again here, just to, oops, little late. So here, lock them down and then do a back attack and be fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stand still. 7th hole shows up, you do a dash attack. And at the end of the dash attack, you'll be done with the thief. And as soon as you hit it, you go all the way down and try to hit the thief from below, right away, because you want to kill it before he moves once again. Then that's how the RNG works. So hitting twice is fine. You're gonna send it off screen, and then you're gonna get this, the last magic here. And as soon as you do that, you're gonna walk right here on the wall and do a 2 down stabs at sequence. I think I mistaken a little bit. So once, wait a little bit. Yeah, mistook. Once again, you want the first one you want to do right away, and the second one as well. But don't take too long, or else they will avoid it. If you want to go down a little bit, it's fine. But the one little earlier. So this is what happens if you miss down step. But there it is. Just 2 of them is fine. And oh yeah, I didn't talk, but see this stone here? The line that this stone belongs is where we want to be for the boss fight, for the first boss fight. Then it's simple. As soon as the fight starts, we want to do a down step, but this time at the last momentum, we want to face to the left instead of hitting them to the right, because we want to kill the bad brothers first immediately, because they're standing still and it's pretty easy to get them killed. So 2 down steps on them, you kill them. It's not all bad brothers has the same health, but those 2, the first boss here, you can kill it with 2 down stabs. But it's pretty easy to set up. So here I'm gonna do 1 and 2, gonna go all the way down. And one thing to note is that we don't want to kill this unmounted Henniger right away. We want to kill it together with the second bad brother. So, oops. So 1, avoid it. 2, don't kill it, because if you kill it, if you kill the Henniger, the time that the bad brother will stand still will get decreased by a lot. So no matter what happens, don't try to go for the Henniger right away. Kill first the bad brothers, and then you kill the Henniger. So 1, 2, go the way down, wait a little bit, try to align them together. That's important, because if somehow the Henniger is a little far away for the Henniger, for the bad brother, you like you likely hit one of them and the other one will stay alive. But if you hit the Hennigan instead of the bad brother, you're gonna receive a big hammer in the head and lose full health bar. Yeah, full health bar. All the big enemies here, such as Bad Brother, Heartland, and all, they do each attack they have. I think even bosses as well. Each attack they have, they do against you. It's one health bar fully. It's a full health bar. On the last enemy, on the last boss, it gets even worse. So, as soon as you kill these two here, do a back attack right away, because the mounted Hennigan will be behind you, so it'll be a perfect spot to get the back attack. And then wait a little bit. You don't want to get the mount, and this is important because during the entire run we don't want to get any mounts because they do the same damage as the back attack and they're pretty slow compared to a back attack. So we do the whole run unmounted, but to back attack it's done. So you kill them and then the camp will show up. So this is where the RNG starts, because when they show up you are still sleeping, and the second move forward is the problem here because they can be everywhere. When you if you finish the stage with magic, no matter what amount of magic you have, they will be dropped into the ground because the thief will gather them. Either if you finish with only one magic pot, it will be only one magic pot dropped into the ground. If you finish with two magic pots forward, always two magic pots on the ground. So let's see if there's a good RNG. And one thing to notice that I'm not going to cover because I'm not fully, I don't have the full knowledge of it, is because there's a difference between a normal cartridge of the game, like the original version, and the 6-pack cartridge. I don't know the exact reason, but I'm going to let to learn the topic that was on speedrun.com. But it appears that the 6-pack cartridge like resets the RNG of the camp. So the first camp, if you do it on the right timing, it'll be always the same. But I don't know how precise it is. But I'm going to put the topic on the description, so if anyone has interest. So let's see if we'll have the perfect. Okay, he went far away, but we know that he's going to come back. So you're gonna line right here and try to hit the thief with the most dash attacks we have. So 1, 2, 3. If he gets off screen, oops, I missed it. Let me see if I can show it. But basically, if he gets off screen, oh, this is the big hammer I talked about. But if it gets off screen, it basically you just basically do a back attack and you'll be fine. Trust me, you'll be pretty fine. But the best way to finish it is by kicking them away with a dash attack. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, oops, 3 and 4. I just did a mistake, but okay. But you got the whole idea. This is you just like dash attack right away because it's faster. And if somehow they get off screen, you just do a back attack right at the edge of the screen and you'll be pretty fine. So that's the stage 1. And I hope that you enjoyed.